Just gonna let a few more jump in. Give them a couple of minutes, guys. Is Johnny in here and Russell? No. Just give him a second, guys.
I'm in here.
Oh, okay.
Just a lot of noise upstairs from my dog and my daughter.
Yeah, I'm just in the car as well. I'm just gonna mute for a second until Johnny gets in. Johnny? You're not going home to change your mind. Huh?
Yeah, just give me a minute.
Oh, sorry, I'm in the car. I'm talking to my kids as well. Sorry.
You ready to go too, Sega?
Yeah, I'm here, mate. It's being recorded as well.
Okay. I guess where to start? Well, we've had a busy week. The first launch, as everyone knows, we had some issues and we relaunched. And as everybody has experienced over the last 48 hours, the reward system is kind of not working the way it should be. So, with looking into it further, we've discovered there's some issues in the rewards section of the contract. It's an InterFi problem. They built our contract and audited it, and they never discovered this. It's not repairable because these contracts can't be changed once they're deployed. So it's leaving us two options. Either we turn the rewards off completely and just go with a burn tax, LP, and marketing tax, or we have to build a new contract and migrate to a repaired contract. This issue with the rewards is actually a big deal because we can't keep it on. I know it's distributing to some and not to others and so on, but that's not even the biggest issue. The issue is it's exploitable. So it can be taken advantage of if someone knows where to look or what to do. And then they can drain all the rewards and nobody gets anything. So that's why we're holding this VC, and we want some community feedback on maybe what the community would like us to do. Personally, I think we should go with the new contract completely, keep the reward system, because that's what we're about. But if the majority want no rewards and just minimal tax, we can do that as well.
How long would it take for us to migrate to the new contract?
I'm not going to rush it like we did. That's the problem. Like, this contract was built by a professional company and audited by them. There shouldn't have been an issue. So probably a couple days for the contract and then plan out a proper migration.
So what? So can we? So basically, can we stop the rewards and the taxes what we currently pay for the rewards? You know, like say the 6% what goes towards rewards. Can that go into a pool, and then when the new contract's done, the money what's accrued, can that go into like the rewards distribution pot? I don't know how it works with that.
No, that doesn't. Like, you can't. We looked at that too as funding the distribution pool.
Yeah.
You can't do that. It doesn't recognize it properly after the fact. I know what you're saying. Then we could just keep the taxes going until the migration's done, and then everybody gets their distribution. I mean, what we could do is change the taxes and put it all towards, let's say, marketing, and then when we launch, migrate, just take and dump that all straight into the chart.
Yeah, so perhaps if we can, well, I don't know. I mean, instead of doing it, obviously keep the taxes as is, and then, like he says, once the new contract's ready, we can do a buyback or something like that, or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, like if rewards are still going out. The exploit, nobody that I know of has really taken advantage of it, but we have a small holder base. When the right people see that, they can take advantage of it and they get all the rewards.
So if you stop the rewards from going out, does that exploit not happen?
Then it's done. It's no exploit, but then we have no rewards.
Well, I think you should probably just take the rewards off, because there's no point getting it exploited, is there? And then, but either reduce the taxes, so the buy tax and sell tax, or whatever's, 6% less, or you just so instead of if the reward set goes to marketing, that don't mean that particular part can get exploited, does it?
No, if we put it all to marketing and people that do not want to join us for the migration, I know it's been a headache of a week, but if they choose not to, then they're free to sell. But whatever taxes we accrue until we're migrated, we could take that for the community benefit. We would launch it when ready to migrate. We snapshot and migrate that starting price. And as a gesture of goodwill, we can use the taxes we accrued during this time to do buyback. We can buy back and burn it, actually, and then it will benefit the chart even more.
What about paying the people who haven't been dropped the rewards, Johnny?
Well, they can actually go and claim them manually, right?
Yeah, but it's the fee on claiming.
Yeah, but
So like for me, I've got
I
like
want to pay £50 to claim.
Yeah.
There's got to be a way.
Well, it wasn't £50, not even close. I did the claim on my own and it was a couple of dollars. So if you check,
how are you claiming, and you're
through the claim dividend tracker. I'm not saying make a buy or sell. I'm saying just claim. If you do that, and your rewards are less than the $2-3 or $5 it costs, well, it would be kind of pointless, right?
Yeah, I think to do with the rewards right now, I think people are getting hung up on it, because right now, yes, there are some rewards that haven't been distributed, but at the same time, is it worth? Obviously, I just wanted to see last night if it was working correctly while we was going through the process of checking everything, and it cost me $9 to collect $2 worth of rewards. So it was at a busy time during the gas, and the gas fees were high, but I was just testing how it was working, and that's what it cost me to claim $2 worth of rewards. So I'm not, I mean, you can tell how much rewards you're due to come, and the majority of us will have pretty normal bags. I know some of you got bigger bags, and if it's worthwhile, then obviously you can make that decision for the time being. But I think people getting hung up on chasing like a few dollars of rewards.
I think that needs changing. I think it needs changing to weekly, that just so that you can probably more or less guarantee that you're going to get your rewards over a week period rather than daily or hourly, because it's just not working. And I mean, I think if you just have like the Monday schedule, rewards will be distributed then.
Yeah,
majority of people's going to get it.
Yeah, that's definitely something we can discuss. The issue that we got now is we've got a contract that was paid for, built, audited, and no fault of our own, is compromised in the sense that the rewards, like John explained, can be exploited, and someone that knows what they're doing and spots where it can be done will literally drain the rewards to the fact that nobody else will be receiving rewards, and it's quite easily done. It's not like a complicated thing. So we can either switch off obviously the decision we need to make. Obviously this week's been shit, we all know that. It's been hard work for everybody. It's been very stressful, but we need to just make a decision. It's only the rewards pool that's compromised. So we can either switch it off and carry on as we are with no rewards. I personally wouldn't want to do that because, we're about giving back and rewards and everything else. So I think it's a big part of Lunatics. So give it back. So that's not my personal choice, but I'm happy to go with, you know, between the two, whatever the community kind of decides on. So,
well, if it's
we can even
compromised, you've got to really switch it off now, haven't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so with the rewards, if we switch it off now,
Yeah.
it's not that the system won't distribute to those eligible over the next few days. So we take and put 0 for rewards. Nothing's going to rewards. But when your time comes to get them, because people will sell or buy however they choose in this next few days, you will eventually get your rewards. So you don't need to claim them. You can just wait it out till the migration. And if you haven't gotten them by migration time, obviously they're less than cents, and it's not a big deal.
So the ones that aren't claimed, what happens to that money? Does that go back into the contract, or is it just lost?
No, it's in the rewards contract. It will get claimed. Like I know this will drain because we turn off adding to it. It will be distributed out over this few hours, whatever, like 2 days or so on. It will get drained out to where it's supposed to go. It just won't get any. We won't be adding any more to it.
Right.
Now we're still adding to it, so it's still building up. We turn that off, and it will, every buy sell will start. So I'll explain the rewards a little bit. We learned a lot more. It was not clarified by the people that built the contract to us, and we've just learned on our own. So there's actually 3 scenarios. It's indexed, so just like the BSC, you have your index point. When the contract gets to your index number, it checks. Has it been an hour since you got rewards before? If it's been an hour, okay, yes, check mark. Have you accumulated the minimum threshold? Yes, check mark. Then it sends. If one of those other 2 aren't met on your index, it skips you. And then it's not that you're not accumulating anymore. It just skips giving them to you at that time until the next time it comes to your index. Then it checks those 2 things again. And if those are met, it will send them. So ones with smaller bags take a few cycles before they'll get. That's why people were confused that why did this guy get it twice and I haven't got it once? Well, that guy obviously does have a lot more tokens than you, and he's met the requirements every time. You haven't. Not that you aren't getting rewards, they are accumulating. You haven't met the requirement for distribution.
As an example, though, I've got a big bag and I haven't got nothing, but I'm mindful that, you know, problems might exist. But there's people with very small bags that have been getting it. Maybe that was down to the fact that the contract was stuck or broken. Which is fine.
So
technology goes wrong.
When you check on there, does it say you have anything pending or accumulated?
It does. In both areas, I have.
Yeah.
You have
I'll be
200,000, don't you?
Yeah,
but some of these people that are spouting this information in the chat aren't being exactly accurate either, because I've checked some of them, and some of them are buying and selling, you know, even a little amount and triggering it off. Like if you sell your bag, your rewards will come.
Yeah, we don't want to do that. We just want to hold it.
No, I know that, right? But they're doing that. They're doing this stuff, selling a little bit or whatever. And so that's what they're triggering it off, because they're so eager to get those 70 cents and paying $20 for it. Like, but the rewards are there, and whatever is in the rewards pool when we migrate, and we can actually check who's owed what, we can distribute them out manually after. There won't be a whole lot left, like a whole lot of people that need to get rewards by the end. If we turn it off.
I like the idea of that, though, because that means it's a little bit more fair, because I think I was probably one of the first people who clicked it like 2 seconds before to claim the pre-sale. I was like on the button. Of course, we had the first problem, which has been resolved with this new one. But if there's a vulnerability within a contract, then it should be stopped immediately.
Yeah,
that's like
the contract itself is fine. There's 2 parts to this contract, right? There's the main contract. Your tokens are safe, everything's safe. Then there's what's called the dividend contract, and That dividend contract has an exploit in it. And we cannot move forward running it. We have to turn rewards off and run without rewards completely and just stay, or migrate to a different contract. I personally choose different contract because I like rewards. But if the majority would just want to go with a 3 or 4% tax token and that's it, we can do that too.
Is this a redeployer?
No, we would not redeploy this contract. This contract's, in my opinion, InterFi is the one to build it. I've lost all faith, and it would be a new contract.
We're talking new token launch.
Not a new token launch, same Lunatics, we'd migrate you, but it would be an actual new contract. We wouldn't redeploy the same contract because it has issues.
No, 100%. I understand that, yeah. Yeah, of course. It's just there's a lot of people that probably don't understand the whole contractual thing. So behind the scenes, there's a contract and it's a code, if you like.
Yeah. So it's the same token, but it will be a different contract. Would be a different contract address. You would get your airdrop done automatically. We've already looked into the solutions. Obviously, when we find a problem, we look for solutions right away at the same time before we come to you guys. The reward system is different. It's not this system. It's an updated tracker system, and it works flawless. We know this because we use the same reward system on the BSC side. So that's like I said, the reward system is always separate from the main contract, and the BSC reward system works. I mean, it's volume based or triggered by you guys sending tokens wall to wall. It triggers it, right? For the impatient ones.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, Johnny, while we're having this AMA now, I want to touch on what Ash has said. Me and Ash talk quite a bit in the background, and we've been talking about having a weekly. So instead of being, volume base is always a good thing, but on that volume base, on a Monday or a Tuesday, or whatever day of the week is cheapest, could you not trigger rewards for every holder on that day? So we're looking forward to Tuesday. The volume has been, I don't know, £300,000 this week. But 300,000. Sorry, I'm talking pounds. $300,000. Boom, distribute the rewards. Is that possible?
Well, see, with this one, it is possible, but this distribution module has an exploit in it, and I do not know of a improved version that doesn't. Our other one, a dividend tracker that creates a tracker system, does not have that time frame where you can set it to automatically do it. We'll talk with the dev as well on that and see.
Not got an automatic time frame, then you can just say on a Monday, right? We've set the rewards to distribute today. Do you know what I mean? If it's not automatic, that's all right. But say on a Monday, you've got to distribute the rewards to the holders.
Yeah, I understand that would make it easier, and especially with people that have no concept of time and can't wait even 10 hours. Like, they'll buy $5 and they expect that their rewards are coming every 5 seconds. Like, I know it's frustrating for me because it's like, I know that I know it's accumulating. I don't care. I just wait. But some people can't. And we've thought of on our analytics page where you can check the rewards and stuff, we've thought of putting a manual claim button there.
I think do that because
that's a very good idea.
I personally would not want to wait the whole week just to receive my reward, because I put in a big bag so that I could use the rewards for my daily stuff,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I understand that, and that's why we're thinking. See, on the BSC side, it's cheap gas fees. Here, a manual claim too wouldn't be too much money either. But it wouldn't. If you have a small bag, it wouldn't be realistic to claim it every 3 hours or something. It's just not smart. But people can do what they like. But this way, the option's there.
That's good, because if you need the money, you need the money. But like I say, there's no point claiming. Like for me, if I've got $100 thingied and it's going to cost me $30 to claim, I'm not bothered about claiming. Do you know what I mean? It don't make sense.
Because people need to be aware it's not going anywhere. Like, we're not going to take your rewards back if you don't claim them. Like, once they're your rewards, they're your rewards. I know some guys on the BSC side, even their staking rewards, they haven't even claimed them in 3 months.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, I'd take it as a little savings plan, and I won't be bothered.
Like, those people just need to know we're not taking the rewards back. The contract can't take them back. Once it's allocated them to you, they're yours.
Yeah. I mean,
but
I
think it will be just simpler if we have a manual claim button as well, just for those to verify, for assurance.
But when you do a manual claim button, as the holder, is it going to be their responsibility to pay the fees? Obviously.
If you do manual claim, it's your responsibility. If you wait for automatic, just like BSC, you can manual claim your rewards on BSC if you like to.
Yeah.
It's up to you, or you wait. I mean, if you know the proper gas times, and if you have a decent bag, you could claim them once a day yourself or whatever. Depends on the volume. If it's really high, then it can do more often. But the fee would be very minimal if you do it on the right gas time. I mean, there's no point claiming your rewards on peak gas fees.
No.
Good idea, Johnny. I think, the claim button.
It is a good idea. But, since day one in the Lunatics Telegram, people are like rewards, volume. And volume was being met, rewards are being paid, and everyone was happy. But where we have a lull, and we're still in an accumulation market, right? But all that goes away. You don't get people asking constantly, oh, when's rewards? Why haven't I got them? This happened on the BSC side, and it all goes away. And we can now direct them to a claim function, wait or claim, then that would work really well. But the better thing would be for an automated or a manual press on a Monday or a Tuesday when it's cheap. Look, it would take all the stress away from Telegram, all of the mods that are in there, like Crippy and Paul and that. They've all just doing an excellent job at firefighting and looking after the community, if you like. But it just gets a lot, it's like they constantly repeat themselves for like 20 hours a day. If we take that away, it takes the stress out.
And we do provide the info too, and it's pinned and stuff, but people don't even take the time to read. So yeah, we do have to repeat it. If we have a manual claim, we can state right off the bat, you either wait until it comes to you or you manually claim.
So this works
if you don't want to.
So that works.
But if we can put in a scheduled distribution, I would be all for that too, because I wouldn't mind, like set it once a week. Then you get a significant amount.
That's the gold-plated version, isn't it? At the end of the day,
but you still have the manual claim.
If you do like a distribution once a week, surely that's better and more.
Well, I know it would be better, but I'm just not. I came into here and I hadn't researched that and whether that is feasible. But I do agree that would be a great feature if that can be done. So it's something I'll look into. And if it can be done, I think that would be a really great feature.
Well, I personally think you've got to hold the rewards, put it into marketing or LP, and yeah, just get it sorted. Basically, I mean, there's no point compromising the contract. That's something you've got to do for
I think right now, we're gonna step away from the VC and obviously still continue to look through options. But the two options that we've got and what the community needs to a bit of input back from them is: do we switch off rewards completely, continue with this contract, and never be able to have rewards, and you can continue with this contract and not have to migrate, or the cleaner way and with rewards and everything how we intended it to be is obviously have a planned migration, take our time, like a few days, check, double check, and then launch with a contract that's,
in my opinion, Sega,
yeah.
From day one, mate, you've been offering rewards, and that is the bedrock and foundation of Lunatics. Want to support the Lunar Classic, which we've done very well. We've had to pause that because they've gone through upgrades and stuff, which is fair enough, and that was the right decision to make. You've been looking after the community every single step of the way. You pull that.
My favourite choice is to go with a clean contract that's fit for purpose, that's safe, no exploits, with rewards, and then obviously to proceed with that. That is my opinion, and that's what I would choose to go with.
And that's the sensible option. So, perhaps put a poll out with a bit of literature to go with it, and then, or even make a video.
I've posted like a little write-up explaining the situation that we find ourselves in, and I'll put a poll. I'll get a poll up in a little bit as well, and get people's feedback and see where.
One question. What are we going to do about the market cap? Because as of right now, we are already 50% down. If you take the snapshot in, let's say, 1-2 hours or maybe a few days, and we are completely down market cap wise, I believe that would be a little bit unfair to the holders right now, which are going to hold. So we need to do something about that market cap, because it seems that everybody is going to dump right now.
Everybody's gonna. Sorry.
It seems that a lot of guys are going to dump right now. So we are already minus 50%. And if you take this snapshot,
we can't take the problem is we can't take a snapshot right now because we need to let everybody have a free choice of whether they want to.
Yeah, I understand, but I invested a lot of Ethereum, and when I wait, and it is, I don't know if the market cap is then 100K or 200K, or I don't know, the starting market cap, then somebody with one Ethereum can get the same amount of tokens, and I invested around 10 Ethereum, So that wouldn't be that fair for people that throw in bigger money into the Ethereum side.
So what happens with all the coins we bought now?
Well, if you hold on and go with the migration, you'll get a 1-for-1 replacement.
So are you going to still go on Ethereum network?
Yes.
But are you going to stop the rewards too?
Well, that's up to the community if they don't want us to have rewards, but it sounds like most people want that. So it would be rewards contract. Same thing, you would get Bitcoin rewards. It would be a new contract, completely new contract, and you would get all your tokens. If you had 100 million now, you would get 100 million.
So what is changing actually?
Different contract. This contract that was created by InterFi and audited by InterFi, there is a problem with the reward system in it. It can be exploited. So to make it simple, somebody that knows how could make it that they take all the rewards from everyone. So even if we had $1 million in volume, nobody would get anything.
Now, how long will that take?
Well, we don't have a set time, but we want to work on it through the weekend and have you guys updated 24 to 48 hours from now on the time frame.
Until then, the old contract will go?
The old contract will stay on. We will just take away from the rewards because the rewards aren't working and you don't want somebody to take them all. So we'll reduce. We'll put, maybe we'll put the rewards tax towards marketing, and that way when the new contract goes live, we can do a big buyback.
And how much rewards will you give them?
How much rewards will we give who?
In the new contract.
We'll do the same thing. We'll run it for a promotion like this for a week of high rewards so people benefit. And then we'll push our marketing forward. We're not going to market this contract. It's just wrong to bring new people in.
Yeah, I got a question or input.
At the moment, it stays the same.
What was that?
At the moment, it stays the same.
Yeah, we will just leave it the way it is. If you don't want to be part of the migration and hold your tokens and get migrated, you're free to sell, or you just wait and we will do it everything automatically.
So you're going to take a snapshot like last time?
Yeah, we will take a snapshot and migrate everyone. So if you sell, you won't get anything. If you don't, then you will. And we shouldn't need people to send their tokens in. What was that?
So you're going to do the same thing like you did this week with a new contract?
Like airdrop everyone tokens?
Yes.
Yes, that's what we will do.
I'd say
so.
John,
it's not worth I should sell it now, right? I should just wait.
Yeah, but I mean, everybody's free to do what they like, but it isn't, in my opinion, and we will make good on the new one. It's just whether people want to wait or not. It's their choice.
Okay, one last question. Is you said it's going to be still on the Ethereum network, right?
Yes, it will be.
Are you still going to, the new contract going to give BTC awards?
Yes.
Okay. So I do see that it's plummeting. Personally, I'm going to keep accumulating because I trust the team. Might be an opportunity to just gain more, but you're thinking a new contract should be launched sometime next week?
I'm not going to give exact time because we're going to be very particular this time because we relied on a professional company and this was a big letdown. Like InterFi has been around for a while. This is a real pain in the ass. I'm hoping next week, but I don't want to give anybody a specific time. Let us have the weekend so we can nail everything down. So then we can give you guys an update on time frame, maybe Sunday evening in Europe, or Monday morning.
Yeah, I think that's probably the best thing because I mean, we thought we were facing simple problems that we dealt with one by one, and then it's just obviously we've just hit a wall with this one. So I think the best thing is to give us. I mean, there's already people working it and looking at it, and I think just an update on Sunday would probably be the best thing, and then hopefully from that we can nail down a time. But it's not going to be one of these long-winded, never relaunches with us. We're never going to do that to our holders. We've got the BSC side that is fully functional and is fine. So we want to wrap this up as quickly as possible, but at the same time we want to make sure that we don't have a repeat of this week because it has not been nice to go through. But anyone,
will the rewards be going on till you decide what to do?
Well, we have
no, we were going to take the rewards off because there's a problem with that. So not everyone, it's not fair to everyone. So we'll just take it off completely and just hold on to your tokens and you'll get an airdrop when we launch the next contract.
But will you give the rewards to already in the airdrop?
The ones that have accumulated already will end up getting distributed automatically. It won't accumulate anymore. It will just distribute what's there on time.
And when are you planning to close the rewards?
Probably shortly. The rewards isn't going to be turned
Today?
off in the way that it won't distribute to you. The rewards are just going to be not accumulating anymore.
Mm-hmm. So in other words, till they have the new contract, there's no rewards.
No. It just can't, because if we leave it on, you may never get rewards anyway. If somebody exploits the problem in the contract, they will take your rewards. So it makes no sense to do that.
Well, I got already 2 times. I got already 2 times.
Okay, well, you lucked out then, but
No, the safest thing, obviously, we can't leave the rewards on, because then we're leaving a window of opportunity for somebody to exploit it and take all the rewards, and we'll never see them anyway. So it's just safer to switch them off.
Mm-hmm.
We'll redirect the reward percentage to the marketing for now. When we relaunch and migrate everyone over, them funds that have been collected from rewards, we'll throw them into the chart. We've got no problem doing that. It's not about money grabbing the rewards now. It's just about safety for them funds. Make sure they're not exploited and taken from us. And we're happy to put them back into the chart when we're fully functional and we've launched, and you know, there's no problem with throwing that back into the chart. And then any rewards that have been stored at a minute over the next period of day or 2 days, they'll eventually get distributed to you anyway. So they're safe where they are, and they're going to come your way. It's just that anything additional added in that pool, we can't let that go there.
And by when do we have to send you in the coins again?
Yeah, I think just wait for the update on Sunday, and then we'll work out exactly how we're going to do it this time as well.
We're hoping that we don't have to have people send in tokens, but if you sell, you won't get an airdrop either.
Yeah, but I'm saying if I don't send in the tokens and I hold it, will it automatically be on the no contract?
Yeah, we're hoping to be able to do that, but we'll update everyone on Sunday, and if we need you to send in the tokens, we will provide that information. We'll let you know on Sunday. So just hold them for now.
In the meantime, if you're not, obviously everyone's free to do as they please, yeah? So if you're not happy with the situation, which is totally understandable as well, you're free to sell if that's what you wish to do. Obviously, we want everyone to stick with us, and we'll get through this over the next period of time.
The only thing I want to know if it stays on the Ethereum network and if you're still going to get rewards. That's what I want to know.
Yes,
well, the
and
plan
yes.
is to relaunch on the Ethereum with a contract.
Like 10 times, David.
Because I'm not planning to sell. I'm not planning to sell because the price went down too.
Hold on and just wait for instructions then on how to migrate your tokens if needed. Okay.
But this is not going to be a drawn-out process for a couple of weeks. It's going to be by next week, right? How long will it take?
Well, I can't give you that date today, but if you give us till Sunday, we'll update the community and we'll be as on point as we possibly can. I wouldn't want to give you a date now.
What happens if I want to buy some more before I have to send it in?
That's fine too.
You can buy now as well. It's not an issue. You can buy and sell as you please. So if people dump and you feel it's an opportunity,
but I'm saying last time if somebody bought after the snapshot, they told them that they have to give it back.
No. No one's got an airdrop that hasn't sent their tokens in.
I'm saying last time you said if somebody bought after the snapshot, they're not going to get caught because the price was
low. But we haven't taken a snapshot. So up until we give people instructions on how we're going to migrate, people are free to buy and sell as they please. At some point, we will say to you, we're taking a snapshot at this time. So anything after that will not go to. Do you understand? So right now, if you feel that people are dumping and they get jumping from the project, and you see it as a cheaper opportunity to jump in now, then you're more than welcome to buy or sell.
And that will be
when we give
till Sunday night.
Well,
Till Sunday night,
we'll have
you think
another.
it's going to be?
No, Sunday night we'll update everyone on how we're going to proceed, how we're going to do the migration, and how everyone's going to get their tokens to us if needed, and we'll fill everyone in. So up until that point, you're free to buy and sell as you please. It makes no difference. You're going to, if you bought tokens from now till then, you're still going to get your tokens in the migration.
But if I want to buy, I can buy till you send out the information.
Yeah. Yes, correct.
Okay. Okay. Thanks.
Hey guys, thanks for doing this. I really appreciate it. Appreciate the team as well. Always treated me right, so I feel perfectly comfortable. My vote's for a free launch. It's a fresh relaunch. Totally trust and behind you guys. One other thing I was thinking about as an idea. This might be slightly off topic for this current forum, but after this current or after this next, hopefully relaunch, if I have my vote. Would it be possible for those who have accumulated rewards and then decide to completely sell their bags or fall underneath the 500,000 minimum requirement if those rewards, or actually if they completely resell because they might want to top off or whatever, to either have their pending rewards reallocated to the holders to incentivize holding. This might sound a little controversial, but I just wanted to throw this out. So I don't know if I made myself a little clear there, but anyone who completely sells their bag with pending rewards, once their bag hits zero, their pending rewards are automatically redistributed to those that are actually holding and do qualify. Or do you think that might be just a little bit too risky for the community?
Well, how it will work is if you completely sell your bag, it will give you your rewards that are pending. So those are gone.
Automatically triggers.
Yeah. As soon as you sell your rewards, they're gone. Or sell your Lunatics token, your rewards are distributed to you and they're out of the system.
Okay.
Another thing, I have now pending rewards 10,000. I have now pending rewards. What will happen with that pending rewards?
Over the next, over the next couple days, they will come to you automatically because people are still doing transactions, so they don't go anywhere either.
So in other words, you have to give time till the pending rewards will stop. In that way, nobody will lose any pending rewards.
Well, that's why we're turning off rewards today. And by the time we migrate, all the pending rewards will have been distributed.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody can take advantage of the system.
Even though there is no volume?
Oh, there will be volume. I know there will be, because people just will take advantage of the dip and some people will sell. So that will create triggers for the rewards anyway. So they will all...
But if you're shutting it off...
But within 24 hours to 48 hours, all the pending rewards will get distributed out of the system, and then there won't be no more pending rewards because the rewards are turned off as of today.
But it's still going now, right?
Yes, right at this moment, it's still going. Once we're finished the VC, then we will turn that off and make adjustments so nobody can take advantage. But you will still get what's pending to you.
In other words, I have to wait till Sunday. Sunday New York time or when? What time Sunday?
I'm gonna do the same time. Same time today. 8 o'clock Sunday, UTC.
That's what time New York? 4 o'clock?
4 o'clock.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Bye.
No worries. Thank you, mate.
Hi, David. Please, next time when you're not talking, turn off your microphone because it's very annoying to all of us because of the sounds. And Johnny and Russell, everything as you said, this is it. We will go with you guys because we are lunatics. Thank you.
You know, you guys, this has been very stressful for us. We hate these problems as much as you do, and we've been working around the clock to find solutions. Like we always do, we will make it up to the community. So anyone that trusts in the process and they stick around, we appreciate it. Anybody that has lost faith and doesn't want to be here, that's okay too. We understand. So I don't want to continue fight in the chat about it. It was out of our control. We hired a professional company and got it audited just for investor security, and it turned out that even caused us issues. So it will be done professionally. What was that?
I have a suggestion. How about for the all the people that are staying, is not leaving, to give them an extra bonus, like one-time bonus, like 10%?
We'll see what we do, but to be honest, like you guys will benefit staying anyways, because we have like a 6-figure marketing budget. We have more lined up that would have pushed this thing. You couldn't imagine. But we had to stop all that because there's an issue with the contract, and it would be pointless to do that. So I think you guys will all be very happy. For those that stick around, those that don't, they'll probably come back.
Well, I have a large amount.
Yeah, and so you'll appreciate the volume and rewards that will come from that. It just give us a little bit of time to get this solved and move from there.
Well, I hope Sunday you're not gonna say that, sorry, we cannot do it. We're gonna rog it.
No, if we would have had that mentality, we would have done that on last Monday. But anyway,
Jesus, you know, when everyone sent tokens to deploy a wallet, that was the perfect time to rug it and just send them all back out. So that shows the transparency and trust you've got.
For the record, everybody,
I'm just asking because I had a lot of rocks last year.
Hold on, David.
A lot of rocks.
Hold on.
Don't worry about this.
I'm doxxed and I've KYC'd.
You have to understand from where I'm coming from. I invested last year over $100,000.
Listen, there's a lot of
$100,000. All of them got rocked.
There's a lot of scams in crypto. There are, but that's not us. You wouldn't be having a VC with us right now if we were going to scam anybody.
But I'll tell you what, I've just bought more.
By the way, are you going to be listed on the new Terra port?
When we go over to Terra, then yeah, but we're not there yet. Now we're working on this ETH.
Hello,
can you hear me,
David? I'm just going to mute me because you're echoing. Yeah, but just listen in. I'm not trying to cut you on. Just listen. Yeah. Go on, Russell.
Yeah, to answer that question, when we move to Terra, we would list on Terraport. I have spoken with the devs from Terraport and in the L1 community oversight committee as well. And Terraport is going to be a nice little platform for the Terra, but that chain isn't ready for us yet either. So when that time comes, then we will talk about that. But right now, we're just going to deal with our ETH contract and making everyone whole again and move forward.
Yes, hi. Can I ask a question?
Yeah, sure, mate.
Go ahead.
Yes, hi. How are you? So I got blasted on the chat last night and today for asking about the rewards, and I'm a little confused because I know what you guys are all about. I bought the day after Luna Classic crashed. I watched Matthew Perry and I bought at the same time. So I've been with this from the beginning. So I'm a little confused with your coin right now, how you guys are approaching this. Is this token based on principle of just rewards? Because seems like that's what I'm getting at in this chat. Because seems like nobody is looking to hold for the long term.
These new people that have come in through this pre-sale, yeah, they're just looking rewards until they experience more. But if you've read our white paper, you would see we have a whole ecosystem being developed, and we haven't discussed in the last week and a half about that because we've been busy with the pre-sale and then with the launch problems. But like our wallet, our DEX swap, they're nearing completion. We're on the testnet phase. And then after that, we have a lending and borrowing system with crypto banking, like fiat on and off ramp. So there's a lot of detail in our white paper. It would be good to read it. We are more than just rewards. Rewards, the passive income has been a bonus for our holders because during the bear market and accumulation phase, you know, it's sideways trading and people are looking for the next mooning token and losing money. But here they've just been gaining, they can stake and gain rewards. They get rewards in LUNC on the BSC side. Now the ETH will be Bitcoin. So it's just like a passive income generator.
I understand. But from what I'm seeing in the cells, which I was complaining, when people are dumping the coins and they don't even care what the price is, with every every cell that was, I'm sorry, I shouldn't use the word dump, a cell that was attached to $10 million reward. And for me, a reward means is thank you very much for holding on to, you know, Lunatics token for long term. But these guys that are selling these rewards, I track their wallets, they're not buying back in. So
yeah, they're not getting a 10 million reward for selling. That's the contract selling. That's the contract selling that replenishes marketing, LP, and yeah, a portion of that does go towards rewards. But they won't be. That's only feeding the people that are still here. All they're doing is if they're in for the short term, they would have earned a small amount of rewards. Rewards really only benefit people that hold and watch the volume. Yeah.
So can you explain this to me? I'm old-fashioned. I try to buy early, and I hold for a long time. And when it gets to a big number, 6 months from now, a year to now, I like to sell my profit. That's how I work. I'm not gonna sell right away because you short yourself. That's the way I look at it. Yeah. I'm an old-fashioned investor. Now, no worries. I see guy one of the sales today. He had 5 million Lunatics, and then he had a 10 million. The same wallet had a 10 million Lunatics below it. Did he get those 10 and 5, and he sold together as 15 million?
Okay, I'll explain that system. That happens. That's on any token with tokenomics. That's the contract sell, but the contract sells when someone else sells. It combines it. So that 10 million you see is a fixed number. What that is let's say when you bought your tokens, you paid us an 8% tax. 6% went to rewards, 2% to marketing. So then the contract, they didn't take the money from you. They took 8% of the tokens, and it stores it up until it hits a threshold of 10 million. And then the next time somebody sells, the contract sells those 10 million Lunatics tokens to distribute for rewards, distribute for ETH for marketing, so on. And then they get distributed to people. So that 10 million sell does not go to the guy. That is actually the contract selling it into ETH and then buying Bitcoin and putting it in marketing, putting it in LP. So all those 10 million are the contract's accumulation of taxes.
Okay. That's what I was assuming. A lot of people are thinking the same, that the person that sells keeps the 10 million for himself.
No, that doesn't go to him. It just looks like it because it's piggybacked on his transaction.
Yes. I think maybe you guys should make that clear, because I think a lot of people getting thrown off on this, and so was I.
Well, I apologize for that. It's just sometimes we overlook the simple things to us because we know what they are and think everyone does. But you're right. We did have a mention of that when we launched our BSC. I remember there was some confusion, and we did post about that, and it kind of went away. And now we've just forgot to make that. So we'll add that in our chat.
Yeah, because we're at 9.6 million on BSC.
Yeah, BSC, we did a specific number
Yeah, he got questioned on that as well. So like you say, it's probably something worth highlighting. It's something not to worry about. It's just
Well, a lot of
natural
people
tokenomics.
new to DEX trading, like versus on the central exchange, they look at these consistent even number sells and they say, oh, the dev is selling, right? Like, no, we're not. The contract is so it can pay you guys and give us some marketing money. But
Yeah.
we will clarify that information. I apologize if you got harassed in the chat. I guess I haven't been in the chat much lately because I've been working on the issues with the contract. But yeah, we will make sure that information's clarified because it's just a contract sell. That's just how tokenomics work.
Because there were people saying the same thing what I'm asking right now in the chat, and I'm assuming the same. And I'm assuming that this person bought 5 million Lunatics, and now he gets a reward of 10. That's a lot. He just walked away with $180 profit for doing that.
Yeah, that wouldn't be fair.
I'm looking at this. I got my 120 million Lunatics. I'm only getting 10 million, and this guy gets his 10 million. He's doing a lot better than I did.
Yeah.
So it's not a fair system, So that's why I was getting at this point.
Yeah, no, that's just contract sells to replenish the marketing and the rewards and all that. That's just the contract.
Okay, very good. And got one more last question. There were some large sellers, like some of these people, they're selling 300-400 million shares. Were this private sale from the private sale before the pink sale people,
Nope,
or this is actually they bought in after the pink sale?
They either bought in at the pink sale or bought on launch because we did not have no private sale.
Okay. There was no private
sale. Yeah, there was
sale.
a lot of big buys in the pre-sale. There was a lot of 3, 6, and 7 ETH. And I guess they just don't want to wait. So.
Okay, because
Gordon,
to me, I'm wondering how did they, a common sense to me is why would this guy sell 348 million at a loss? It's just I'm still hitting my head over the wall with it.
This space doesn't make sense sometimes.
Like you said, you're an old-time investor with old-time rules. These are new fashions. In, out, quick profit or quick loss and move on.
Okay, I guess I have to put this in my head because I'm a little, because it makes the project look like a little, uncomfortable. Like, why would people dump this at such a cheap price that it doesn't make sense? Because theoretically, they lost money.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering, are these the sellers that were in a private sale that got the token for very, very cheap? So that could make sense.
No, not on the east
no
side.
Private sale on the, no private sale on the
side.
east side.
We're all saying bought.
Yeah. All in the same boat.
Okay,
yeah,
very
I think
good.
when
No,
we
as long
launched
as I understand now, and I thank you and I appreciate it. And like I said, I'm sticking around. I know exactly where you guys are coming from. Like I said, and I believe in you guys. There was a little confusion on this $10 million reward.
Yeah.
No problem.
Guys,
all right, thank you.
Quickly,
thank you.
Thank you, Gordon. I'm going to be listening, but I can't talk any further because I'm actually with my kids in the cinema and I'm outside and I need to go back in. But I will be listening in, but I won't be able to speak any further. So I'll be chatting to everybody over the weekend, and obviously we'll have the update on Sunday.
Yep, no problem. No problem.
Could I just mention something about? Obviously, I wasn't here because I was in the Ramadan prayers, and I'm sure the volume and future how we're going to what marketing strategies we're going to use in the future is. I mean, I'm sure volume isn't a problem, a worry or a concern at the moment, but I guess you're keeping tabs on it because we're on that 2.5 million and we're not really moving from that, and that probably is because we don't have that extra exposure at the moment, which we really do. As a springboard, we need it. Are you going to post any updates of along the way of how you're going to achieve that and stuff? Because I wasn't here, so I guess I was I missed it all.
Yes, we had a lot lined up and planned, but because of this contract issue, we're holding off because it's nonsense to start marketing something that's broken. So that will still all come right after we've relaunched. And then the other part is through this bear market, we've been just building. So we're building our utilities and our ecosystem.
Yeah.
And now we have actual product to market. And we have prepared for all this. So we have a big push coming, and then people are going to see the volume and the price impact.
Do you agree that the DEX will probably sort a lot of that problem out, where especially when it comes to volume? I mean, it'll invite a lot of people in. The DEX, hopefully.
It will. We're actually bringing in utility to our DEX, which is not just swapping tokens, where people have staking pools for different things, referral systems, so people start to shill our own DEX out for themselves to make money. It will also bring our trading in-house where it benefits us instead of us paying Panckaceswap. Like Panckaceswap has their 0.25% fee on a transaction. Now we would get that. And that money can be funneled back into the token, buybacks and stuff like that.
Right. Okay. So it's basically it's adding value to the token then.
That's right. And when the token launches, you're launching on promises, right? We launched, we didn't have nothing. It was FOMO and hype, and started building from there. And we added staking and NFTs, and we made a metaverse partnership. And when that goes live to the public as well, they'll add value. So then we built, over this bear market, we built utility and to add value to the token.
Yeah.
Because we have a usable DeFi project, right?
DeFi, yeah. So is that
what we're integrating is fiat on-ramp, right? Like where you can sell your token, your crypto to your bank account, or you can buy from your bank account into our wallet.
That's excellent. That's what you call revolutionizing, because we're moving towards DeFi, and I think that will invite a lot of people. Definitely 100%.
And it's a simplified way to do it. Now it's a little bit more complicated for people.
Yeah. Well, excellent, Johnny. Thank you very much for letting us know.
You're welcome.
Right, I've got another question, Johnny. Right, someone raised in chat about the ETH fees being abnormally high. Is that something which were to do with contract as well? Can that be?
Partly. I can give an explanation on that. I mean, too many of us are too used to BSC. Okay.
Yeah.
Cannot compare to BSC. Here's the thing with this. I have $1,000 of Lunatics token I'm selling. I'm going to get charged 8% taxes plus a little bit slippage because there is price impact. So let's say it's 9%. So that's $90 I lose. Gas fees can be anywhere from 15 to 30 bucks. So that's a $120 fee it's costing me, and I see this in the chat all the time. It's costing me 120 bucks to sell this. Well, on the BSC side, you would pay that $90 plus maybe $2. So yeah, it's a little bit cheaper to sell $1,000 worth on BSC. That's Ethereum for you. You're not.
No, it's not that. It's like the Ethereum fees that people were getting quoted were like double. It weren't just like the $30. Like, what you can sort of like accept. It were like 70, 90, ridiculous amounts.
Yes. Ethereum has always been like that. It has bad times. It's like a highway with one lane, and you got 4 lanes merging into it. So at certain times, everyone is hitting that one lane.
I know,
then
but
it's
the thing
through
is,
the
right?
roof.
People, what we were doing is we were checking the buy taxes on other tokens, and whereas that were like $30, ours were like 70. So that's why we were querying whether there was some sort of issue there regarding
But what
that.
were those? Yeah, but what were the tokenomics on those other ones? Like, I can buy ETH in congestion and pay less fees as well, but it has no tokenomics, right? No taxes.
Right.
We have a rewards token, so that does increase the fees because gas is by bytes used, right? Like a contract data on the blockchain is what they charge you for. Those gas fees are charging you for data.
I believe it has also to do with how many lines you have in the code. If the more lines in the code you have, the more complex the contract is, the more fees
Yeah,
you have
like
to
the
pay.
data, you're paying for data because each line, each character is blockchain data.
Okay.
So that's what it's charging you for. And rewards contract our tokens have another section to it compared to a contract with nothing. Like if we just launched a contract with, let's say, 2% marketing, the fees would be less, even in congestion, compared to ours. That's why rewards tokens are not for the pump and dumpers. They are for long term.
Yeah.
So you buy it at the right time, you find the dip, unless the dip is just way too good and you'll pay the $70, you just do it. But if it's sideways trading and you want to load up, you wait for the best gas time, you buy in and you wait and you hold and you get the rewards. So that's the trade-off. Like for us to do with reduced gas fees, we would have to bare bones contract, no tokenomics, no benefits.
Yeah, I think that's something you definitely have to look at in future, because obviously with ETH one, because the fees are so high, it's putting off the smaller investors. You know, someone who's got like $100 to invest, because the fees are so high, it's not worth it. So
well, even that, like $100, you buy at the right time, you pay $30. Yeah, you're only getting $70 worth of tokens, but token goes up 10x, you got $700. There is guys on
I
ETH that
understand
do that.
Yeah, I understand that, but yeah,
we
you know
can't
what
get
I mean?
away from it.
Yeah,
I wish we could, but we can't. But that being said, there's a major overhaul coming to the ETH network. I think it's this year, maybe 6 months from now, and it's supposed to change the gas fee structure. Like it's supposed to decrease gas fees. So that will be a benefit. But I remember back in 2021 when I went on ETH, Shiba Inu I bought on ETH, the first ETH token, and I paid 70 some dollars in gas fees on a zero tax token. It was outrageous.
yeah,
But now you can buy it for much cheaper because they have changed.
yeah. I mean, like I said, there's another plus thing with ETH, because obviously ETH, when that, I think some money out of Bitcoin is going to pump into ETH and pump into alts this month. So it's probably better to get in now if anyone's interested.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't understand the sells. Like I said, there's been some sells on it a minute, but I've just rebought. So I don't know. Like I said, there's loads of stuff to think about, but I think just if the rewards are compromised, like I said, that's something you need to just stop, bite the bullet, and then and then do another contract, and then it'll just be a benefit for everyone once it's all done.
You know, and our small holders, our small investors, maybe with less money. I mean, I don't have a lot of money either to put in. Our bridge is coming. We wanted to make sure everything was good, and you're free to buy on the BSC side and send it over to the ETH side if it has more volume and you want to be there. So you can do that, but right now we just got to live with the ETH fees.
Yeah. Okay, dog.
Well, if nobody has any questions right away, I need to jump off, but we have a post we'll put up too, and you can always ask more questions in the chat, and you're a little patient for answers because we are busy.
Johnny, in the background, mate, if you're going to shoot off, get the web dev to get that claim button in under the details.
It won't be right away because we will be on a different contract, right?
Oh, okay,
so,
sure.
Yeah, and by the way, everyone probably is aware it's Lulian that did the original analytics page, and he will do the one for the ETH one, and he will put in a claim button. So you guys can thank him. He's worked hard and helped us a lot too.
Thank you, Lulian.
Yeah, cheers.
Is there any questions before I have to go?
For somebody who missed the voice chat, so they're getting ready to pin something, kind of summarizing kind of what was said or what's going over it.
It's a little bit, and then it would be a good idea to listen to the voice chat when you have time. I mean, it's not rushed. You have time to listen to it because there's a lot more discussed.
Yeah, I also wanted to. Sorry. I wanted to mention one thing. I wanted to also say that I would encourage you to give some kind of loyalty rewards for people that have been here since the pre-sale days, like I have. Essentially, I haven't earned anything on this token yet. I haven't received any rewards. All I've done is lose money by paying to send the tokens, to claim the tokens, and so forth. So it would be a nice gesture to either give some additional rewards, some additional tokens, maybe an NFT to people like me that have continued to stick with this project despite this now being the second failed attempt at a launch. So it would be nice to get something for that loyalty.
We don't
we'll talk with the team and figure out something. I do understand. I mean, it's been grief for every one of us.
I missed a little bit of this VC. I was busy buying that dip. What were you saying?
Of course you were.
I don't want to go over everything discussed in the last hour, but we'll put a post up, Chris, and you can read that. And I would suggest, oh, my kids are noisy. I would suggest listening to the VC, though. There is some good information. But for your sake, I think it's just basically hold and wait.
I was fooling with you. I had John in the background, brother.
Thanks for everything, Johnny. See ya.
No problem. Okay. Yeah, Russell has some information too. If you guys have questions or the chat, we'll get back to you.
Yeah, I'll be back on in a little bit too. I gotta have supper with my family for first time in a while since we've been busy. But I'll be back on later on tonight. And any questions you guys have, feel free to shoot them to me. VCs obviously aren't my strong suit, but I'm gonna stay on as long as I have to tonight to help clear up any problems.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Hey, how are you?
Could be better. Saw some big sales happening. I guess I missed the memo on that. I just got in here. So what was the big news that was urgent, if you guys could quickly summarize?
Basically that our rewards pool can be exploited. And if somebody had the know-how, they could drain every reward that goes in there before anybody else gets them. Obviously,
Okay.
that's a big
What's the
issue.
solution fix from you guys? Is that a whole new contract requirement again?
It will have to be a new contract because we don't trust the one that we're on, and a new audit, and we will airdrop those tokens back to everybody. Yeah, it's just not ideal again, but listen, we had this contract audited by the people that built it, and they didn't catch their own mistakes. So, I mean, we trusted the professionals to make this for us, and unfortunately, we were let down big time. And it's
Next
kind of
quick question on that.
Yeah, sure.
So right now, the way the contract works, and I've seen a lot of this in the chat, and I kind of brought it up a little bit as well. So when we are doing the rewards contract, it's coming from available tokens. So from my understanding of it is when we buy, when we sell, there's a portion of that reserved that is used to purchase the rewards. why is it instead not coming out of the circulating supply rather than what people currently have? Because the way you have it set up, you see those $10 million buy and sell, or excuse me, sales. And so it will continuously lower the price, which is not ideal, especially if we are trying to make money. We'll always see it going down for those rewards, whereas the rewards shouldn't count against us. When you guys make the new contract, can you please fix that as well? Because I know there's a lot of dissent regarding that specific aspect as well.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that's just a basic way for projects to do it. That's just how it, like, our BSC side does that as well. But we also use ADRESS now, which the sales go through them, so it doesn't affect our chart that way.
So it doesn't affect the price that much.
Well, I mean, if you're doing 100 mil each time or 10 mil each time, and we're having 20, 30, 40 of them, it will add up over time. And for me, you know, I'm not an expert on crypto. I dabble. Literally, I just dabble. I've never seen it to where the rewards affect the actual price, because they'll take it out of the tokens that they'll be burning, essentially.
I've not seen a big price impact for the 10 million cells.
Let me intervene here.
It doesn't have to necessarily be a price impact, but when people see repeated sales, that's when they start getting scared. Like, why are people selling? What's going on?
Guys, Lulian is trying to talk. I know he's really soft, so everybody's kind of talking over him, but I think you should give him a chance.
My bad. Didn't even hear somebody.
Yeah. Do you hear me now? Hello?
Very quietly.
Very soft, Lulian.
I know. Regarding, just a second to fix it. You hear me now?
Yeah, we got you.
Yep. Okay. All the tokens, all the projects that have this kind of tokenomics, they need to do that to sell on the chart. If you don't want to sell on the chart, you cannot have rewards, because you cannot have it from where the tokens in the contract are not all tokens yours. So you cannot take it from some bag and put it to rewards. It's not working like that, because it's based on volumes, on buy and sell. Exists an DEX who does that. It's called ADRESS. That one will not put it in the chart. It will provide you directly, but that one won't function in ETH side. It's just on Binance Smart Chain part. So that's why it's selling. The price is not going down with a lot of sales, as you said. You said you are not expert in crypto. This is how it's with rewards. In other tokens, you need to buy them, because rewards are not in your token. They are in another token, in BTC in our case. So that's why you need to buy them. How do you buy them? By swapping, right?
Catherine, I've got a good example for you, bud. Say you buy 100 million and the tokenomics is 8%. That's 8 million that you don't get in your wallet. Would you agree?
You don't get in your wallet because it's not selling just for you.
No, correct. But what I'm saying is, to make it a little bit simpler, is that 8 million goes towards the contract. So actually, when you see 10 million disappear, so say I bought in for 100 million as well, that would be 16 million that went towards the tokenomics. 10 million of that sold off, and then I'll recuperate 4% of how many people hold. So it looks bad, but at the same time, it's what you've already bought into.
Well, no, not exactly, because 8% are not all for rewards. Just a
Yeah,
part
I
of
know
them
that.
are for rewards.
Yeah, I know that. But what I'm saying is that the 10% that's coming out, if you think about it, that you lose 8% when you buy whatever you want to buy.
Yeah.
That 8% goes towards that 10,000. Just because it's 10,000, it's a round number. It doesn't make it any different than if we were to lose 20%. You know. So
yeah, I understand, but it's like you're saying a project should get money from his pocket and to give rewards. It's not how it works. If you want in the other token rewards, because it's not reflections. I saw a comment that reflection is the same thing as reward. No, reflection it's in the same token. You don't need to sell it to sell the chart or to buy the chart. But rewards in other tokens, you need to buy them somehow. And how do you buy them? In volume. You need to a bot or a contract who sells that percentage to distribute it in a pool, to distribute the rewards to all the user in function of their percentage of the bag. I'm not speaking as an investor. I'm speaking as a dev because I'm a dev. I know what I'm speaking. So you cannot do anything like that without you cannot offer rewards without buying them. And how do you buy them? You buy them by selling. When somebody sells, it's selling to buy that amount of rewards by volume, you know? So this is how it works. Every project in crypto has that.
Yeah, I haven't got you wrong. I know exactly what you're saying. What I was saying was, if you buy 100 million, you only get 92 million in your bag minus transaction fees, whatever. But that 8 million that people don't realize they're missing is actually there's a small portion of that that's actually distributed amongst them. So when you join and you buy into the project, yes, you took the hit for 8%, but then when more people buy, you're actually taking their rewards from their 8% they've paid as well. So that's
correct.
So when the contract sells them, all it's doing is just taking a portion of your 8%, which is 4%, or whatever it's set to, and then that's distributed evenly. So it looks crap to start with, but it's actually not a bad thing.
It's not exactly. This is what I'm telling, and this is how it should be, because you are agree. You know the tokenomics. You know you will pay an 8% tax when you buy it and when you sell it. It's your decision if you want to do it or not. Nobody is enforcing you to do that. So this is how a tokenomic work on a reward, because on reflection is other story. Reflection, you can offer it just in the token who was swapped. So by example, if we offer reflection, will be only in Lunati. No other token. That means reflection.
Maybe that's not a bad thing. Having
Maybe
reflections in native token.
Yes, but with reflection, you cannot have staking. You cannot have staking because reflection will affect the staking in some contracts.
It's the same, yeah.
It's the same thing. So you cannot have staking if you offer reflection, because if you have reflection and you make staking, you will pay twice. So if you have a staking that offers 20% and you offer reflection 5%, then you offer almost 25% APR, no API. So you lose as a project if you do that, if you do staking and reflection.
Jump in on another part of his question, that people don't understand what the contract sell is and that they might fear and also sell. Well, that's why we have an entire dedicated community with a lot of active people every day answering every question. And the contract sell question has been asked before and has been answered before. So the fear might be real, but there are a lot of people to answer those questions every day.
Yeah. Exactly. Nobody's trying to rob nobody. This contract was made by InterFi, which is a big company, big company that makes smart contracts for big tokens as well. But actually, they do a child mistake. I know they exploit everybody. We know it, but actually, it's a child mistake, beginner's mistake what they did, and they make the audit. This is this is more suck because they did it, the audit on their own contract, and they didn't saw that. So I know I saw a lot of question in the chat that everybody blame that another relaunch. Yeah, another relaunch if you wish. If you don't wish another relaunch, we need to stop the rewards, because the rewards, a good hacker will spot that one and will steal everybody's rewards. This you need to understand, everybody.
Right. Can I ask what's the difference between reflections and rewards?
Well, the reflection you can give them. I tell already, but I can repeat it. The reflections means you offer a reward, kind of reward, but in the same token. Is like staking the reflection.
Well, I've got a question, right? So why can't you have reflections on the contract but staking in a different token?
Because you cannot. Reflection is the same, because if you have in the different token is the same as reward, then it's transforming into reward as a structure. So you need to have different contract. Reflection is based on the main contract. You don't need to interact with the buying and selling and something like that. You understand?
So what frame for the surrendering of our tokens and potential airdrop again? I know you guys were awesome with it last time around, pretty much a 24-hour turnaround. So that was actually really awesome. Do we have that same turnaround time frame, or is it going to take a little bit longer as you guys take a more in-depth look at the contract before launching?
My guess is to take a longer time because we need to be sure that everything is fine. The other time we did it in the rush because we didn't want to fail the community, but when you rush things, you make mistakes. You don't need to rush anything, actually. Need to be smooth, to look at it, parts of it to be rebuilt, because it's clear that Interfi, they are unprofessional with this one. They need to respond on this one, in my opinion, because we offer something that can be exploited. This is not admittable by a reputed company, in my opinion, with a lot of devs behind it. So
yeah, we're not gonna give a exact timeline.
Exactly.
We are gonna take a couple days. We're gonna get the contract sorted. We're gonna buy a different company.
Yeah.
We'll have it audited, and then we'll look at launch. But we're not gonna do that before we get this contract set up. So
as Russell said, won't be a hurry, because
no. And I mean, the only reason that we were able to have such a quick turnaround the first time was because we trusted that the contract was supposed to work correctly. And that's the only reason we did it. If we would have known of that exploit in it, we never would have launched again with that contract. But again, the audit didn't catch it, so we assume that it's a safe contract for our community.
Russell, is it commonplace that the company that writes the contract also does their own audit? Shouldn't somebody else audit their work?
Yes, indeed. This is exactly what should be. Should be external, exactly.
I mean, it should be, but they're trusted partners on Panckaceswap, right?
Exactly.
I mean, that's why we chose them, because we expected them to do good work for us, and we thought that they did, and it's turned out that it's not. It's not good work.
Yeah,
it's gonna hurt our credibility now with people, which really sucks, because we've worked extremely hard to earn that. Like, it screwed up all of our marketing that we had pushing out. It just, like, a huge snowball effect. Obviously, it's affecting our holders. They're not getting the rewards like they should be. There's so many issues because of this little issue in the contract that should have been picked up in an audit. that they wrote.
Well, that's why I'm asking the question. I mean, going forward, whatever company you have do this, I would recommend that you have an external audit. It's like if I write an article and I want it to be proofread, if I just read what I just wrote, I'm probably not going to catch any mistake I make. But if I have somebody else read it, they might catch it, you know?
Yep. Yep. Yeah, like I said, we took it on the assumption that they're trusted partners on one of the biggest launch pads that's out there. And maybe we wrongfully assumed that they should be trusted. And this isn't like we're trying to pass the buck off on anybody, but at the same time, this is their mess up, and this is costing us now. So,
can I say something? Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm a little bit of a sad story right now because of this rewards issue. I was in on the pink sale.
Okay.
I have Johnny. I listened to an AMA, and Johnny said, you should get multiple wallets to affiliate links, right? So I do that. I didn't know how to use affiliate link because nobody could explain it to me, so I missed it. That doesn't matter. But because these rewards with the Wrap BTC, yesterday morning, I got scammed, and they took 230 million coins from me, and then they took 100, and they broke the contract on the V2 side, took 125 million BTC coins. Whew. So I bought a little bit more today, and now we have more drama. But this cost me large to my own stupidity. I don't know if anybody, and now I have 10 BSC NFTs. I was like probably the first buyer, and then you guys said people aren't buying, and you split it. So now I have 10 of them. Those are staked. I don't know. Is there a bot there? Will I be able to take them out one day? I have on V1 500,000 shares because that was when I first got in there, but I missed it and it closed.
Yep.
Will I be able to get that back? I don't know, guys. My own stupidity. I'm not blaming you, but this rewards thing cost me large because what an idiot I am.
So you can ask Cracovia, our dev, to move. It's clear that you have a bot in your wallet, so when you release them, they will steal it you as well, what you have there. So ask Cracovia.
I asked her, and she just gave me an abrupt answer, follow this link. Then I wrote, is it possible for me to get my NFTs and my V1 staking? And she didn't answer back. She's probably so tired of dummies like me getting something, and she didn't answer back. So if she can do it for me, I'm dad. You see over here, and I'm embarrassed even to tell you guys this.
Yeah,
because I feel like such a fool.
First thing, don't be embarrassed. This is what these people do day in, day out.
That's what my son told me. This is their job.
This is nothing to be embarrassed about, and it happens to a lot of people, celebrities, people that are in for a long time. It happens to them too.
Yeah.
So,
like I just bought $3,000 today. This is all borrowed money. So I bought because I believe in this lunatics dream with that DEX. This is like a Terra port you guys are opening, but it's gonna be, and the buy-in is way cheaper. And I'm on Luna Classic. I'm afraid, but this taught me something, right? But if you guys can somehow, so that Karakova, like she's just ignoring me, and the stuff's just sitting there, and I don't want to lose those NFTs because I also have Lunatics Land, I have the Looney, I have HCC, the exosuits. I'm ready for Exodus, and it just shattered my dream, guys. It shattered my dream. But I know
Cracovia has been extremely busy.
I know. I'm not blaming her. I'm just
obviously we're not her only clients. And for the record, Cracovia did not write this contract for everybody out there. This is not Cracovia's contract.
No, I know. I'm just saying that because the points weren't there. So as soon as I went off Telegram and they said, "Hey, look, it's here," and they showed me, it's like 5:30 in the morning, and then one guy just comes in. "Hey, so how did it work out?" And I thought he was it was Cripple Investor. I thought it was him. I'm there. Wow. I went to work. I came home. Oh, so did you get around to it? And like a moron. The reason I put my seed phrase in is because I honestly believe he said that the back end of my contract, something's wrong with the back end of my contract. And I do have two seed phrases mixed up. So I thought, oh, that's why I don't get my rewards. And goodbye, Charlie.
That's my name he's using, and I'm giving you one piece of advice. Always go to the chat and write /admin list, and then click the person who is supposed to have contacted you, because you're
I
not
know.
the first
I
and
know.
you're
It
not
just
gonna be
happened so fast. It just happened so fast. I know. I agree with you. It's my own stupidity. Nobody DMs you. And then somebody DM'd me again. And I swore at him and I said, nothing's for free. Go ahead, laugh, party, drink. But your end will come one day and it's not going to be good because they're ruining people for what?
Yep.
Because they're too lazy to go to work.
But one
just
thing,
throwing that out there, Catherine here. I do electronic warfare. If you ever need to find someone for a good fee, hit me up. I can find anybody.
Yeah, but will that get my money back? I mean, I'm not looking for revenge. I don't care. They can have it. I'm going to do well with you guys. I bought some, and now with this price dip, but guys, I went through the whole pink sale thing where I had to give my tokens back. These prices are down tomorrow. I'm going to buy more, and hopefully you're just going to airdrop. What are you going to do? Airdrop it into our MetaMask accounts, and the coins that are there, they're useless? How is that going to happen? Are they going to disappear?
Well, they won't disappear, but yeah, we'll be airdropping everybody theirs.
Right, without giving back. These steps are always nervous. I heard DJ Trev said, "I just sent my coins, and man, that was one of the most nerve-wracking things I did." And I agree with him.
Yeah. No, I know the feeling. That's so. For anybody that doesn't know, that's how our team came together. Was a dev that screwed us over, said, "Hey, send your tokens in, and we're gonna do this relaunch." So we did, and I held almost a 1% bag on that one. I think it was like, I don't know, 1 trillion tokens maybe or something. I don't know. Anyways, so I sent them, and I haven't seen anything back yet, except a negative in my wallet. So
yeah, I took probably $11,000 hit here.
I mean, that's how our project came together. Everybody that's on our team, we were all in that project. There's a few others that are in our chat actually, that were also in that project as investors, and they've come over here where we are. But that's why we feel like garbage when people are upset and stuff, and we rightfully understand it, because we would never put people through taking their money.
Yeah. This isn't a trust issue. I feel sorry for you guys. I look in Telegram, $1. What's this? What's that? Same question over and over again. I go, poor guys. Like, everybody relax, step back.
But here's the thing. I mean, it is on us. This is our project, and it's what we're doing. So we're going to be here to answer questions, and even if it's 100 times, we're going to answer it 100 times. Like, yeah, it gets tiring, and I mean, all of us, we're exhausted. Like, we've been racking our brains about this and trying to figure out what we could do about it to try to make everybody whole as quickly as possible to get, back to trading and, not have to worry about this anymore. And I mean, we're pretty much running on fumes just to get it done for everybody. But this time we are going to take a couple extra days just so things calm down. We have time to get everything in place that needs to be in place.
Mm-hmm.
And then I mean, knock on wood, this is going to be the last one before we start pushing out everything else. I don't know if you guys seen my post I put in earlier in the chat, but it's about our decks and how far we are along in it.
I'm so excited about that.
I mean,
That's going to be cool.
It's going to be a big deal for everybody. So,
oh yeah, people don't realize.
Even people that aren't necessarily invested in Lunatics can still benefit from using it. So that's. I mean, obviously we have a different company handling that for us, but yeah. So right now our focus: get this contract sorted, a new contract sorted for the ETH launch. Get everybody situated, get everybody their tokens back, and that way, you know, everybody's starting off whole, and then we're gonna roll out marketing. We'll probably end up pushing even more marketing now because this incident is probably hurting our credibility a little bit. So it's like, I mean, it's, you know, it's costing us money, but it's also costing us the credibility that we built. And that part's the worst part for me, is we've been busting our ass for 8 months to earn this trust, and it just slips away, just
disappeared.
Like that.
Okay, Russell, just remember me. My name, I believe, I even opened up another Telegram because I'm embarrassed. But I'm Dad over here. Remember me. So when the things, when all this comes down and everything's smooth, if we can kind of touch base, and if you could help me, just see if I could get my 10 NFTs that are tied in, because I really want those for the Lunatics Island. Okay. Anyways, just concentrate on this, and I'll talk to you in a while. I gotta go. Thank you guys, and we're gonna all be rich. I believe it.
DM me, okay? Send me a DM.
Yeah, I
Because I'm
will,
not going
and
to DM
it'll.
you first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Hey,
But
Crypto
after
Man,
this is okay, then I'll DM you. How do I DM you? From where? From Twitter? I'm not good at this. From Twitter or from here?
On TG, you can DM me on Twitter too.
Okay. When it's all clear and everything's happy, I might talk to you in an AMA. This is my first time even talking in an AMA.
Yeah, no problem.
And then we'll do this. But one thing, if I could talk to DJ Trev, if somebody can pass this on, this affiliate link, if he puts out a video on that to show people how to do that, that'd be cool for, you know, just to know how to do it. That's another
Crypto
problem.
Man, real quick, just click on Russell's image in this video chat, and it'll say like 100% mute for me or open chat. Just click open chat right next to his name, and that'll send you directly to his DM inbox.
Okay. Thank you, guys. Have a great weekend and good luck. Godspeed. Bye-bye.
Yeah, Crypto
Guys,
Man,
I'm not
before you
trying to be
shoot.
the VC
Yeah.
police, but Russell said probably a half an hour ago he wanted to go have dinner with his family for the first time in a long time. So I think we should let him.
My food's waiting too.
Crypto Man, before you go, all of your metaverse NFTs are on the Terra Station side, not within your wallet that you interfaced with the Binance Smart Chain or the ETH side. So you should be good.
But I staked them. They're staked.
That's not metaverse then. That's different. That will be your Lunatics.
I'm on the BNC side. These are the BNB. All my I have like 50 NFTs on the Terra Station, and that I'm going to separate now in a separate wallet that will never ever see that connection. If I want to,
that's Terra Station. That's Terra
wallet. But I'm saying on the BSC chain where I got broken into, I have 10 NFTs locked in.
Okay, that's fair enough, mate. It's just because you said
they're going to expire.
It's because you said in conjunction with you want to get them out because I've got all my Lunatics Islands.
No, those 10 there I want. No, my LUNC is safe. I have lots of Luna Classic. Yeah.
Yeah, before you shoot, mate, I'm sorry to hear about what's happened.
I know, it's okay. Learning experience, because when I'm going to have millions from this, I'm not going to lose it all. Better to lose a couple of thousand than lose. And anybody who's listening, wherever you have your seed, underneath it say, don't do it. As a reminder. Don't do it. And then you'll say, oh, wake up.
Never ask you for your seed phrase. That's legit.
I know. I read that a million times. And my wife said, then I go over to Telegram. I go, please, Cripple Investor, tell me you're talking me to the other side. And he goes, no, man, I never DM. Oh, Death from above. Okay, my food's getting cold. Bye, guys.
Okay. Take care.
See you later, mate. Bye bye.
All right, guys.
Okay,
I'll
so
be on
now
later on. I'll be on later on tonight, and I'll try to answer any more questions anybody has. Like I said, I got to get up there and see my family.
Cheers, Russ.
All right. Thanks so much, guys. Appreciate it.
See you later, man.
I'm out as well. You can take the lead, Ash.
No, I'm out.
Yeah,
I'm out as well.
So hold on a second, guys. So how's this gonna work? I gotta go see someone that invested with me, and they're screaming at the top of their lungs now.
I can imagine, brother. But the team said, at least Johnny, Sega, and Russell, there will be an update probably Sunday. So I think you'll have to wait a little bit for this. How hard that sounds now.
Fuck, man.
No, all your tokens and everything's safe. Everything's spot on. It's just obviously they were an issue with rewards. So what they're going to do is just create a new contract.
I understand what they're saying, but from my perspective, it's like this is not the first time, the second time. So the person who never bought crypto ever in their life decided to take a chance with me. They buy the first time, I gotta go tell them I gotta redo their contract. They buy so we do read the contract. I tell them everything's okay. I'm gonna come see you on Saturday. Now I gotta go tell them the contract has to be redone again. So do you understand?
I can imagine, brother. I have the same thing with my girlfriend. She's also like, "Oh, I never trusted this bullshit, and you should have never." Yeah. It's the same fucking bullshit all over again. Like, we just gotta keep faith. And if she wants out, then I fully understand that. But then please wait for her to get at least her money back and not sell at a loss right now, because that's never a smart decision.
Yeah, just explain. Obviously, it's been going 8 months. We've had no issues at all, and it's just been unfortunate, to be honest with you. It's just one of them. It's just one of them things. But you know, the project's safe and everything like that. It's just unforeseen circumstances, really. Audited contract, which is sort of like failed. You don't expect it to, do you, when it's been fully audited? So, you know, I'm not worried. I've just bought more. So, you know, I think this majority of people aren't worried. But I know it's like the people who's come around this second pre-sale, it's a bit different because obviously I've been in it since right at the beginning, 8 months.
The majority of people that are not worrying are the people who already invested and know about Lunatics. If you see the chart now and everybody's selling, because those people don't know anything about it. They just got on and seen that we had one mistake, it was rectified, now we have another mistake, and we have to wait for it to rectify. They don't know. All they know is that it's 2 mistakes in one in less than a week. From a company that's supposed to be their main focus is to do auditing and contract writing.
Well, yeah. I mean, I agree. It's like, what can you say about that?
It's like I do tiles, but then when you come to see the tiles I do, it's not done properly. But I'm telling people this is my job. That doesn't make no sense.
No. Well, obviously that's something what team's got to bring up, hasn't it, with people what actually did the contract. So, like I said, it'll all be sorted. And hopefully, that'll be it. Once it's done, it's done. And then we can start to grow. Because it's like I said, they've got over 100K in a marketing push, in the marketing budget, which is quite substantial, really. So, I mean, they must have got some serious marketing going off as soon as they get it sorted. So, I'm quite positive, to be honest with you, I think, going forward. It's just, it is a bit frustrating. I feel your pain. I do feel it.
I think I'm just gonna tell my client, you know what? Here, give me the tokens. I give her back her money, and that's it. Because I can't deal with this one.
Looking at the chart, man, there's a lot of buybacks already. I don't know if I would be so hasty as that.
Well, if you don't want to get to sell, just buy them off and get her to send them to you. Because obviously, if you're planning on buying them anyway, if you just want to do her a favor and just say, look, I'll have the tokens off you.
If she becomes a problem, I'll just tell her, listen, you know what? Whatever you invested, give that money to me, transfer your tokens, and that's it. She's got about 75 million in tokens.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it must be difficult for you because you're basically she's putting her trust into you.
Yeah,
and you're sort of like doing it for her, and it's like it's a bit of a weight on your shoulders as well. So
yeah, the first time it was okay. Like, I told her, listen, we had a little issue with the contract, but everything. She's like, oh, okay, what happened. Now I got to go back and tell her, like, she's waiting for the BTC awards, and I'm sure she hasn't seen anything as yet.
No.
Because I'm waiting for the BTC awards, and I haven't seen anything yet.
Yeah.
What's the name of the company that did the auditing?
I don't know, to be honest with you, mate. I don't know anything to do with that.
Interfi was called.
Wow. So I guess we have to wait for about a week or so?
Until Sunday. That's the last information I got, at least from Johnny and Sega. Sunday they will try to come with an update, but they will not put a time frame on it. You said if you want to buy her tokens, I will gladly help you with that, man, so it doesn't come out of your pocket at all.
It's going to have to come out of my pocket, man, because the thing about it is that, when you try to explain something to someone and they're so gung-ho on it not being what even though you know what it is, like we all know how crypto works, but a lot of people out there, because of the rug pulls and all the different stuff, they don't understand how it works. So when you sit there and you explain to them, if you explain to them in a good enough manner where they can understand, they'll most likely take that chance. But what are the odds of the first time she decides to take that chance after 2 years of speaking to her about crypto? The first chance she takes, and it becomes a mess.
And that's what happened to me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like Russell said, when we got in the project together, that was the first project I went in all in. All in. Yeah. That was my first and that was my last. So I got involved with these guys. So I wouldn't even worry about anything, you guys, to be honest with you. Or even if she wants to call me or anything. I know all these guys. We all feel terrible, but it'll be fixed. Next week at this time, we'll be rolling.
What? A little bit. It's not nice, but
I can relate to you because I'm custodian for a couple of wallets, and one is my daughter, so she's just going to do what I say, but the other's my uncle, and he's an old school, old money stock market investor, and I'll tell you, he's been up and down and all over the place with the way crypto's been in the last few months. I know what you're trying to say. It's going to be almost impossible to convince this woman that this is still a solid project, but I mean, honestly, man, this type of shit does happen, but I do trust this team. I do trust the system. So
yeah, the team and the system, that's like, I'm not losing any sleep. Me personally, I know what's going on. I got on BSC side, I got on this side. So for me, it's like, yeah, I'm not wondering, hoping, and wishing. I know, but I'm talking about other individuals who haven't been here for the last 7 or 8 months. Those are the ones that kind of don't understand what's going on, and then as soon as they see something like this, then they're like, "Oh, see, I told you it was a scam." La 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 la.
And you can look at the chart, and there's a lot of people that came into this and felt the same way, and they sold out. But again, I mean, you got to do what you got to do, but I wouldn't be that hasty. If she's afraid, she's got a decision to make. I know what you're trying to say, but in just a matter of a few days, we'll probably.
I don't think the chart's going to move too much farther than it is already. I mean, some people sold. As right now, after the word got out, the chart should have really, but it hasn't, right? It's gone up. actually. So
Well, I think we have people that might have jumped it again, then he immediately started to buy back. I did as well.
if I could buy back right now, I did, but I went all in pre-sale.
What, baby?
How do I smell? Like it smell? It's gonna be cold tonight. You don't want to sweater.
Well, the way I see it, it's I need to get another $800. Yeah. I guess it's just for you now to just use the dip and buy more.
You don't want any of that chicken?
That's what I did, man. As soon as I saw that thing go down, I'm like, mine.
It's about to do but to,
I mean, we've been doing it for months though on the BSC side. You know, I mean, literally, that's how I got to where I am. As soon as that thing dipped, I just grabbed some.
About to do the same, but for me to put money onto my MetaMask to buy, I need to use my bank card inside of a small machine to confirm my transfer. And that fucking machine is at the apartment. I don't have it with me, so I can't buy the fucking dip.
That's crazy. I have a client that's supposed to pay me $800 today. Today would have been beautiful if she came with that $800. But she said tomorrow. Oh, it's okay. Saturday. You're saying we won't have a fix until about, say, next week, right?
Didn't give a time frame of when everything is going to be fixed, but like I said, there's going to be an update around Sunday, I believe.
No, the reason why I'm saying that is because I'm pretty much guessing since there's between the time of the updates, no one will be really buying. So that gives me
you do.
That gives me time to buy on the dip.
You're pretty hot, mama. Pretty hot, mama.
See buys coming in right now, so people are getting this dip and making the price a little bit up. So if you want to get out, I should just waiting a little bit and at least get your money safe.
Yeah. It's at 16 now. I wish I had. Wait, let me see. I wish I had some money here right now, but I don't.
So what about doing a 0% buy tax and 10% sell tax for a little bit?
People in, and that's what you do if you take away the buy tax but keep up the sell tax. Then you trap people, and that's not what they want to do.
0% buy tax, 10% sell tax. Yeah, but the sell tax hasn't changed, has it? What is it now? Is it 10 or 8?
8%.
So even if we just have 0% buy tax and 8% sell tax, it's exactly the same. You're just getting encouraging buys.
You
know what I mean?
get that you trap people. Like not everyone is as understanding as we are.
No, but you're not. It's exactly the same. You just the sell tax hasn't changed, but we just 0% buy tax.
Did they even make a decision if they were going to take the 6% out of it, and then it would just be 2%, right?
No, I think what they're going to do, I think they're just going to keep it as is and just put that onto a major marketing push or add it somewhere else to reward the holders somehow. I'm not too sure, to be honest. But I'm sure they'll probably announce something tomorrow. When they get a good number of votes on the poll in the chart, where they're going with it.
I'm with you guys, though. I think they should just shut off the rewards right now before someone jumps into that and tries to take it.
I think they should just, it's like just precautionary, innit? Safety. You may as well just show it off.
The first moment something was wrong, I didn't give a fuck about the rewards. I just wanted everything to be fixed so that we didn't have a lot of doubt and fudders in here. And that's exactly what happened. It's a lot of shit. So they should just shut it down right now.
Yeah, I'm exactly the same, mate. I just want everything to be running smoothly, and then we'll go from there. because this it's just not helped anything at all, has it? And the multiple questions in chat, even though they're all same questions by different people, it just don't help, does it?
It really doesn't work like that. People don't like scrolling a little bit back to see if their question has already been answered. They want to answer their question, ask their question, and they want to have it answered to them personally. That's how it works with the brain of most new people in here.
Yeah. And I can understand it in a way, but it's like it just gets too much, you know. I don't know that dev team and everyone, you know, does it because
Well, I
the
think
amount
it's
of copy and pasting and repeats they have
there's
to
a
do,
lot.
it's unreal.
I think there's a lot of people who don't spend time in the TG, but when they see a card issue, that's when they jump in. So they're just not seeing the questions answered over and over again.
Yeah. And first thing it does, it's panic, isn't it? So if they've got an element of panic, first thing is to do is instantly ask. So, you know, it's just one of them things for.
I think a lot of the people that are constantly in the Telegram, they know what's going on. But for me, there's people who don't come into Telegram, they don't listen to nobody, they don't do anything. And then when a situation arises, that's when they come in and start to make noise.
Yeah. I must admit, if I'm not in Telegram, what I'll do when I come in Telegram is I just have a quick look on pinned, and then just scroll up for about 5 minutes to chat just to see what chat is. Because it's not worse than coming in, it's just being answered 2 minutes ago. You feel like, oh, sorry about that. Do you know what I mean?
No, but some people, they don't have any qualms of letting you know how dumb they are. Like, no, that's some people, that's their main objective, their main goal. When I get into Telegram, I scroll up at least 3-4 hours. If I see there's a conversation going on back and forth, I'll go to the view thread to see how it started. And this is how you learn.
Yeah.
Not come into Telegram like once every 3 months. And then when you come in, you're asking questions that have been answered for the past 3 months that you haven't been there.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Be a little bit different than everyone else because I spend so goddamn much time in here. But I always scroll back to the point that I log off. So if that was 4 at night and I wake up at 11 in the morning again, I scroll back to the point that I logged off. I read
to see what the conversation was.
Yeah, I tell you what is a good thing. If you just push the chat out of the way, it'll leave it where you left it. So you don't even have to scroll back. It should leave it exactly where you left it. Because obviously I might wake up with 1,000 messages. So then sometimes I can't go through them, but I'll just have a quick look where I left it, and then I'll just go back. I'll just go to the front page, you know, right at the beginning. Because you do miss quite a lot. Even when you've been gone 24 hours, you do miss quite a lot of like what's been happening in the chat.
A few days ago when we decided on what to do with the rewards, the rewards were supposed to be paid out in Ethereum, and I fell asleep for like an hour after staying awake for multiple hours till deep into the night. I fell asleep for like an hour, and I woke back up and I saw someone ask like, "Oh, what's the deal with this WBTC?" And I was like, "We're not gonna pay out in WBTC," but in that fucking hour that I was asleep, the information changed. So it doesn't matter how long you stay awake or how long you are in chat. You miss 1 hour and you can miss vital information.
Yep, that's true.
I don't know about you though, but you know when it was announced that we're getting paid rewards in BTC, I was more excited for that than ETH or Luna Classic rewards. I must admit, because I'm in camper. I don't want to buy Bitcoin because I don't know. It's just one of them things. I'm not bothered about buying it, but getting it in rewards is
100%. I totally the same thing. I would never buy Bitcoin. As soon as they said they were going to give it to me, I was like, my chest was out, my chin was up. I'm like, let's go.
Yeah, I was thinking exactly the same. I'm like, happy days.
It's a psychological thing, because if when I buy crypto, I don't want to see 0.00001 for my dollars. I want to see a million or something. You know, I don't want to see the 0.000. So I'm never gonna buy Ethereum. I'm never gonna buy Bitcoin. But if I get them as rewards, it's free money. Why do I care?
Yeah, exactly. And obviously it's blue chip as well, so you know it's going to stick around, isn't it, forever? So yeah, the thing is though, as soon as we get all this sorted and everyone realizes that it's Bitcoin rewards, and people start posting what rewards they've got and everything like that, it's going to get some attention. It's going to get a lot of attention. But we just need to get over this phase, get over this, like, you know, a bit of a cock up type thing. But once it's done and dusted, we'll look back and not even think about it.
It's shitty that this happens, but we shake out a lot of people now, so the people that stay are going to get more rewards from the volume that's going to happen. So that's basically a good thing for us, but it's just a shitty thing for the project.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, there's not a lot of questions being asked, so I'm going to jump out of here for a minute. I'll see you guys in a little while.
Take care.
Yeah, speak soon, man.
Guys, I have a question. Can anyone hear me?
Hear you. I don't know if I can answer your question, but go ahead.
Yeah. I know we've discussed this before, so just kind of bear with me. I'm not fighting or anything. It's just a quick question. I know that the rewards was generating a small, like a $10 million sell on the charts. And then right after that, it would be the rest of the coins someone was selling. So it'd be like two wallets back to back. We talked about that already, and I understand what you guys are saying. My question is, how come it doesn't do that on the buy side? On the buy side, it's just the one buy. On the sell side, it looks like, it's the way it looks, and I know it's not true, but it appears that we're having twice as many sells as we're having buys. Can anyone answer that question? I wouldn't mind it doing it if it did it on the buy side as well. You know what I mean? But it only shows that on the sell side.
For the technical question, and the best person I think to contact for that is Julian. He knows about that stuff, but it's about a contract sell, because a contract buy would cost the project money, and a sell doesn't. I assume that's it, but if you want a technical answer for that, you should.
No, that's good enough. It's just, it's just a question. And and I know going forward, I think you guys are still discussing as to. I know you're relaunching, but you don't really know the analytics or the tokenomics exactly of how you're going to do it this time. Is that correct?
Not even a team member, man. I'm just a chat admin helping out with answering to my knowledge.
I got you. Okay, well, thank you. I really appreciate it.
Offered Russell like yesterday or the day before yesterday to make me a team member for the complaints department.
Hey, listen, thank you for your sacrifice, man.
It's no problem. Someone has to do it, because else everything gets loaded on the team, and the team has to work on the project and not answer to every single question that's been asked.
Yo, Crippy, you're the best, man. Don't let anybody tell you different.
We appreciate you, man.
It's just Russell sent me another DM today that my account may have been compromised because people get scammed, and you had that guy in here that's been scammed by, well, supposedly me, but like I take every single precaution I can to let people not be scammed by my name. I even pay for Telegram right now, so it's costing me money, and still people fall for it, and that's just really shitty.
Yeah, but for me, like I said earlier on, the people who end up getting scammed, it falls into three categories. One, they're not in the Telegram all the time, so they don't see. Because if you're in Telegram, you don't have to be there all the time. Just show your face. You can see the signs. We don't DM you. Anyone who DMs you to scam. That's one. Second, they're impatient. So FOMO sits in. They want to get it at a certain time. I've been through that myself. You know what I mean? And then the third time, it's greed. Oh yeah, we're gonna drop you an extra 4 million airdrop an extra 4 million for XYZ. You're not even thinking, you just go right away. I get DMs all the time from people. I don't even open them.
I get a shit ton of DMs every single day, but it's mostly the people who are having questions about the project. Scammers don't even try to DM me anymore. It's either marketing people from outside who want to work with our project, it's developers who want to work with our project, or it's people from the community who have questions, and I will answer to every single one.
Yeah. The scammers to DM me makes no sense, because, like I said, I see all the time they DM. I don't even open it. Period. I just leave it. So
that's the smart thing to do. Like, don't open random DMs from people. Like, then you can't fall for anything. No one has a reason to DM you unless it's, well, someone from the community. Like, hey, I like what you're saying, or shit like that. But if it's someone from outside, don't even fucking open it. It's not worth your time.
I don't open it. I've been here long enough, and I've seen enough to know.
I hear you talking, but you guys also, these guys are really good at what they do. And and every time we catch them one way, they come back another way. And you know, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy, man. You know, I've kind of written it off as my education. You know, what it cost me to learn this game, to learn crypto.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I mean, I've lost thousands. I'm sure a lot of you guys have too, you know, and my kids are like, Dad, you lost that much money in crypto through scams and you're still in this thing. I said, no, crypto is just one of those things that once you get it and you realize the true potential, the life-changing potential, and a few $1,000s, you're like, you know what? It's not their fault. It's my fault. Because first of all, it's like my boy just said about the three main things, you know. Also, it could be the fact that you sent something to the wrong address, you know. But I said, you know, if once you get this and you understand what crypto is really all about, the biggest mistake you made wasn't 1, 2, 3, or 4. The biggest mistake you made is you put in too much, because you broke the main rule that we all know is you never put in more than you can afford to lose. You know.
Yep.
Let's just tell it like it is. Greed makes you do that. A whole lot of other things make you do that. Man, let me tell you something. Off the record, guys, I went in harder on Lunatics than I have on any other coin that I've ever purchased. And I know better. And I still did it. You know, I looked at the fact that the BSC smart chain was a minor launch versus this Ethereum smart chain, this Ethereum chain that's going to be much bigger. You know, it took about 2 weeks, but we 20x'd on LT. What do you think we're going to do with this new launch? You know, I had all this stuff playing in my head. I sold Shih Tzu. I sold Shiba. I sold all my shit coins. I was like, you know what? All the ones I've ever lost money on, I'm selling all of them right now. And I'm going all in. This is the big one. I called everybody. Watch and see what's going to happen to me. And so let me tell you something. I can't blame nobody, man, because I broke the rules, man. You know, it is what it is. But listen, one of the things I will say, you know, and I think they probably figured it out by now. If this was going to be a rough pool, you guys would have left us a long time ago.
Yeah, I'm for sure this is not a rug pull, but I have one even better. I bought Shibu Inu when it was just started, the ranting and the raving. I bought maybe about 600 billion or some nonsense, right? And then it dipped. He went all the way down. Like, it was, what I had was maybe with $20, $30 worth. So one day I'm like, oh fuck, $30. What am I going to do with this? So I sold it. Biggest fucking mistake in my life. 4 fucking months later, I did the calculation, 1.4 million out the door. I lost 1.4 million for $30.
But you said you had like 4 billion coins?
Yeah, Shiba Inu.
Oh my God.
When it first came out, and then it dipped, and it was worth about $20 to $30 for a whole, like maybe 3-4 months. And I sold it when I bought, I think it was Baby Deutsch or something, and I was just chilling. And then one day my friend calls me, he's like, yo, you still have your Shibu? I go, no. He goes, what do you mean, you fucking sold it? I go, yeah. He goes, fuck, look at the chart. When I looked at the fucking chart, yo, bro, I swear to you, if I was on a roof, I would jump. 1.something million gone. Yeah, my boy was laughing profusely just like that.
Man, you need to tell that story everywhere you go, because that makes someone who loses a lot of money feel a lot better, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to say that.
Yeah, man. Listen, every so often I go into my fucking trust wallet to see the exchange. It was, if I go there, it was 2021 or something like that. Yeah, man. All gone. 1.7 million. I rugged myself. No one rugged me.
That's worse than the guy that used the whole Bitcoin to buy a pizza. That's worse than that.
Yeah, that's worse. Much worse than that. But hey, but then I got into Lunatics, and I said, "Yo, I'm not making that mistake ever again."
All right. All right.
Shibu.
My. Well, I'm just trying to figure out when I'm going to buy back in. You know, I mean, I sold just a little bit. And by the way, guys, for those of you who were like me and never sold or bought anything after pre-sale, that's one of the reasons we hadn't gotten any rewards. All I sold was just a little bit, and all my rewards came in as soon as I did that. You know, so I don't know if that's a problem. I don't know if that's a problem with the, and you can't say, well, sell some and then you'll see your rewards, because we don't want the charge to drop. You know what I mean? But I think it works the other way as well. If you buy just a little bit, you'll see the rewards. So I'm not sure.
Yeah, but you know, I just tried to buy some, and I tried to buy maybe $13 worth, and they told me it was $57 that I got to pay in tax.
Yeah,
to buy $13 worth.
Are we going to be able to do anything about that this time around, or what? We don't know.
But I don't know if you're reading the chat, but we're still live on YouTube.
Really?
Have to do.
Hey, about that buying to get your rewards, I bought like $1 worth and paid, I don't know, fucking $30 in fees, and got like $8. So just be careful with that. You're not gonna get all of your rewards, even if you have more in there, you know, to make it worth it. So just be careful.
Wow.
Nah, man, I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna wait.
Yeah,
I
it's
think what
probably
the best
better
thing
to
to do
just
is
wait.
go back.
Wait till the volume increases and it'll come in automatically. I think that's what we all should do. Just wait for. I think just wait for the volume to go up. Those rewards will come in instead of, you know.
Yeah, but then now is it going to come in if they're continuing the contract, or are they going to put a stop on the contract?
Well, I think someone already answered that when they said that they weren't a dev; they were just a mod.
Yeah.
I mean,
Sego said if they stop the calculation or the incoming rewards now, if they just stop the tax on that, the rewards will be dropped within 24 to 48 hours.
Okay, great. Someone's here. Okay.
Wow.
When they start accumulating more rewards. So, yeah.
This is a hot mess.
You know what? Sometimes the best things come out a mess, man. You know. So.
Yeah. Because when they said that they're gonna pay in BTC, I said, "Yo, that ETH stuff was a mess." But you know what? This could actually be, you know. No doubt. First I said the ETH would be good, because instead of getting paid in Luna, we can get paid in ETH. And then
not just that. Look at the timing of Do Kwon's situation. You know. Even though he's Luna, he's not Luna Classic. It's still kind of hard to separate the two, especially when people are saying that he never disavowed the contract or whatever you want to call it. You know, so technically he still owns LC. I think. I'm not sure. I'm not trying to spread FUD though. So I think that by switching to Bitcoin, that's a good move, man.
I think we should still stick to Bitcoin, because
I agree.
That would be a lot better. I mean, ETH is too crazy. Personally,
well, not only that, wasn't it you or someone that said that they won't do? You know, I've got millions of coins, but guess what? I don't have any Bitcoin. You know why? Because I like being a whole coiner. You know, and so. Let's just tell it like it is, you know. So if you're gonna give me some Bitcoin, I'll take that over. I'll take it. You know?
Yeah.
Apparently,
at some point you will be a whole coin of Bitcoin. But I hear what you're saying. You know, I don't like to have half of a coin, or you know.
Yeah. Want to buy for like $1,000? You don't want to buy 0.002 coin. What the fuck? Why would you do that?
Yeah, and tell your wife or your girlfriend, I'm spending $5,000 to buy, like, you know, 1/8 of a coin, and they think you're crazy.
I hit myself in the head, because I could have bought back when Bitcoin and shit, all of that shit was new. I could have bought Bitcoin for $25 each, and I was like, "What the fuck? Why would you buy digital currency? Who the fuck believes that bullshit?" Well,
right. Someone came to me and in 2013 or 2011 or 2013 about Bitcoin. I told him to get out of my face, man. That's crazy. That makes no sense. You know.
I saw it when it's like at $2, $2-3 a coin that they were, and I was like, what is this digital what? And what pissed me off the most is I'm always a little bit up to speed on what's going on, but I just looked at it as it was just too crazy for how they were explaining it, so I didn't get involved. Well,
it was over my head, man. I didn't understand it. I'm not going to understand it. I'm not going to pay for it. I don't care if it's 10 cents. And it may have been 10 cents. It may have been 10 cents. Can you imagine?
Yep. Yeah, man.
There's still that tweet going out, right? Like the dude who bought a pizza or something for a few thousand Bitcoin. Oh,
we got it.
Yeah.
No, I think that fish story has gotten bigger and bigger. I don't think it was that many Bitcoin, was it?
No, I think it was 1 Bitcoin or something.
Right. I can't take away from our boy here in the chat who sold Shiba.
No. My story is the best, man. mine is the best.
Tell it.
It's crazy, man. Yep. I'm telling you, one day I'm gonna post it in the chat. I'm gonna post my
let me tell you your fish story. He had 4 or 5 billion Shiba, guys. And he saw his money way back before it got famous. 4 or 5 billion Shiba he had, and he watched his I forget how much money he spent. It wasn't much because it was when it was real young. And he watched his money go down to like $30, and he says, "You know what? I'm gonna sell this. This is ridiculous." And 1 to 2 months later, okay, now you can finish telling the story.
My boy calls me. It's literally like 8 o'clock in the morning. I pick up my phone. I'm like, why is this call? The guy's called me so early. He's like, yo, you still have your Shiba? So I'm like, I'm just like, nah, man. What do you mean? He goes, you sold him? I go, yeah. He goes, go to the chart. Go look at the chart. So I had it in crypto.com. When I went to the fucking chart, I went to the chart and I took what I had and I did the calculations. It was like 1.3 million out the door. Gone. Yeah. So like I said, I didn't get rugged. So my boy's like, yo, how much did you have? I go, guy, I had a lot, man. He goes, yeah, because every week I would be like, yo, I'm buying. Yep. So even if it goes down to $20, $30, don't sell it. Just if anything, call it a loss because you never know.
You never know.
So
yeah, that's better than the Bitcoin story, I think.
Yeah, of course.
Because
when I want to feel better, I replay that story. So this what's going on right here is not that bad.
Oh yeah, especially since it happened to you instead of me. I'm just telling you the truth, man. We all have stories, man. I bought Shiba. I think I spent $2,000 on it. Every time it came on the news, me and my wife looked at each other and said, buy some more. I mean, I watched that $2,000 go up to $44,000, And I called my wife. She was out of town. I said, honey, it's at $44,000. And I said, but I think we should just take half, man. Let's just take 20 grand, man. Let's take it. She goes, hell no. Tomorrow it's going to be over 100,000. Well, the next day it was 30. And the next day it was 20. And I watched that thing go all the way down, didn't sell it until it hit 10,000. I was like, God dang it, So we all have our stories, I'm sure, man. Not as great as yours.
So, the way I see it, it's like, we're all going to get a good laugh. And then in about next year or so, we'll turn back and, look at this as a learning experience. And we all got a good laugh out of it. That's all.
Not just that, if you're in crypto for any given time, especially if you make it through a bear market and you go into a full bull market, and Lord help you if you go through another cycle, you'll look back and people will say, you're trying to tell me you've been in crypto since 2020, 2021? You're going to be a multi-millionaire. If we can just hold on, man, just don't give up, man,
That's it.
By the way, the people are still buying. So for your contact who was in and might want to get out, we're getting to a point that you can confidently sell.
All right, I'll let her know.
Watching the chart because a lot of people are getting in and a lot of people are getting out. But just make sure you don't sell at a loss for someone else. That's gonna hurt you more than just holding on. Fucking love the community that they see a buy opportunity now instead of just massive selling off. They just see a buy opportunity. Fucking love this community.
So we still don't know when there's going to be a snapshot taken, right, guys?
No, they first want to get the answers out of the way, I think, to the poll that's being held right now. Like, what are we gonna do? Are we gonna migrate to a new contract, or are we gonna just delete the rewards part from our contract and go on as a non-rewards project on the ETH side? Or buy and sell as you choose.
Well, how's that poll going now? Which way are they leaning?
We're leaning towards migration to a new contract, at least according to the poll, and that would be my preferences as well. Like, we are not a no reward project. We are built on the foundation of rewards.
Right. That's exactly right. So I think that's probably where we're going to head, because if we don't keep the rewards, then who are we, you know?
Like 27% against, well, 73%. So I'm strongly thinking we're going towards a migration. Keep track of it yourself. It's in the pinned comments. Since the voice chat started, I already had DMs from people who are selling at a high and buying back at a dip and selling at a higher point again and buying at the dip again. So people are making money, making moves.